All right, we're doing take 2 of what I'm calling the Dreadwood Forest. I want to just use Basic Seeds and Dreadwood to try and get through the entire run. We're going to do the Winding Waterway again. Has some interesting outcomes in my first video, so you can go ahead and check that out. But I'm back at it here. So again, I cannot... The Alchemist insists that we take 3 infusions. I cannot say I'm good. Nope. Doesn't take no for an answer, so I want definitely at least my Dreadwood, and then I'm just gonna grab 2 random ones. Alright, so big thing is the blight cleansings. Now I think one mistake I did last time was I should put seeds down. Instead of doing 2 blight cleansings in a row, I can put seeds down to prevent rocks from forming where I don't want them. So I like to always cleanse here. This is a nice spot. So if I put a basic seed here and here, which I think is going to be really good, if I really want to keep like this path open, last time it blocked me here. What I could do is put something here or here, so I can cleanse a bit further down and block this. So it will force the map not to block this here. So let's see if I can do what I'm saying here. So if I can try it, boom, that's perfect, right? So what happens is I put this here. Okay, and they're coming in this way. Actually, I don't know if that water was there before. I think it was. So I think if I had to unblock this, that would have been really nice, because it would force this to remain open. I have to be a little careful of my blight cleansings coming up here. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm going to do, I think, something like that. Gerber is going to really be taking center stage here, so I'm going to keep him here. Well, probably most things won't get by this. Probably 1 or 2 enemies will. But I can jump up and help out. There we go, and I'll jump up. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to do a blight cleansing. I gotta be careful of this, because that'll clear this for sure, but I could get some rocks here. So I want to be very careful of that. I'd rather, I think for this run, do something like this. Ooh, that's really interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess. But I kind of like, well, I get 3 there. Fence about this. What happens if I do that? Okay, like, yeah. Well, I think at a minimum I'm gonna block this. Oh, my computer's slowing down. 1 sec. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. Whoa. Okay, we're back. At a minimum, I'm gonna do that. And I think if yeah. So I would do this. A bit more exposure. Let's check that blight cleansing again. That's kind of tempting. That worked out well. A little risky, but I like them going through the ice. And my goal for the 3rd wave would have these guys go down this way. Or maybe just wrap around this way. I want them to hit the ice. I still don't have my stinking Dreadwood. That punished me last time too. It's really rough. But anyway, we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna probably have them here. And then, yeah, I think that's good. I can't use Radiance. And can I put any more basic seeds anywhere? Not that I can see. Alright, let's do it. Oh, looking good, but man, those, it's a little bit of a gamble either way. I probably didn't really... Okay, that worked out pretty decently, but I gotta jump back up quickly. Bingo. Nice, guys, nice. That worked out well. All right, good. Now this round's stinky because you got triggers involved here. I didn't even get my Dreadwood. See, this is where I'm like, I mentioned in the last video, like, should I just put these guys down, get them out of the way, just to like get the Dreadwood? Because like that's really rough. It's not a Dreadwood forest, so we don't have Dreadwood, right? So what I'm thinking of doing is this. Ooh. Now if I can do something interesting where I like do that, is that worth it? I mean, this is gonna be rough because Dreadwood is like clutch for this, and I don't have him. So frankly, I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, this is going to be a bit rough. What I'm thinking of doing is moving this guy out of the way and then jumping down here just to prolong this. But man, that is rough because like these guys aren't going to do squat. I need the Dreadwood to really do some serious damage. And then he never showed up. So I don't know. I might have to revisit the rules a bit to say, okay, well, I can put down like Aquaferns because they're just a pain in the butt. Like, as long as I keep them out of the way, they don't do damage. Or I just like do Aquaferns, Basic Seeds, and Dreadwood, but I feel like that's a bit too much. I feel like that'd be too easy. But the whole thing where you don't get the guy sometimes is so brutal. I get it, like normally that's fine, but for the rules I'm trying to do here, it's punishing me pretty badly. Because like I don't think these guys are gonna get really that hurt. I'm gonna do my best, but I can't even block some of this stuff. I got a little bit there. I can maybe cleanse. Do like something here. Like whoop-de-doo. It won't, but I don't know that it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna try to mitigate this as much as possible, but I don't even know if this is gonna be worth it. I might be able to stop a couple guys. I think I can actually do this. Yep. So I'm gonna like really focus in on like trying to mitigate the. I gotta make sure I'm really in position though. Like right away. So I'm gonna do. Ah, crap! I had to think about this for a second because I need to get here at the end. Just because you can't, like right now, you can't jump between these. Oh, you can. What was it? Oh. For some reason, I thought you couldn't do that. Okay, you can move between them. I think it's during the run you can't. I don't want to test that, but anyway. All right. I didn't use any radiance. Ugh, missed it. Crap. That worked out pretty well. Ah, that was a dumb move. But I forget I had a third one. I'm not going to jump again. Yeah, this is brutal, man. I think I have to revisit the rules because it's like, I didn't get a Dreadwood. I'm doing the absolute best I can, and now, like, there's no way. I need a Dreadwood to get through these. Yeah, I think this is going to be... Okay, well, I'll stay. Oh, I like the wrong button. I think we got to reset. I really do. I think what I need to allow myself to do is put plants down. That are like, as long as they're not contributing to the battle, I gotta like it's onus is on me to move Aquaferns, which you can freely do, right? I need to allow myself that because if I don't get Dreadwood, it's so brutal. Now I get him this time. I'll try not to do that. That is wow. What do I do? What is that? That's like one of the only openings, and now it's just like, it's like look at that. You can't like it's what? They have to keep that open. Thank you. That is brutal. All right, I see how it's gonna be, game. That's fine. So you can play at that. All right, so what we're gonna do is that, not that. Alright, that's about as good as we're gonna get here. At least Dreadwood's up here. I really need him to address this situation. Oh, nice. Gerber really cleaning house there. Not gonna get past Dreadwood there, buddy. He didn't even do this attack animation. His presence alone just vaporized the blob. All right, so what are we doing here? Not really any great cleansings. For the third round, I want them to kind of go like that. I think for this round, it's like they didn't really give me a lot of good cleansings here. This is kind of rough. Main priority though, I need to water. All right, yeah, I want to get Radiance up. I want to get him ready for the next one to do double damage threshold increase. And we'll do, yeah, I don't know, I'll just do this one, I guess. And then probably maybe try to block for this round at least, that path. And I don't know exactly what I'll do for third round, but I gotta be careful. I don't think I can even put anything there. Okay, well that stinks. But let me see what I have for a cleansing down. Nothing. This scares me a little bit. So I don't want rocks to form here, which they right now could. I think if I put a seed here temporarily, it's gonna stop any shenanigans. No, but it won't even let me. I think I have to do this first. And then I can put this here temporarily. My thought here being I'm concerned that the Blight Cleansing here is going to block something. But if I do it this way, it has to be kept open. Because I put the basic seed there. But now he's kind of there, so it's a little awkward. But I think I can do this, and it's actually going to be pretty good. I like this. And I like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see if I can click between it. Yeah, you can't click on a corn pile during the round to jump there. Which would be really cool. Because it goes, you can only click Mighty Leap, and it goes in a certain sequence. Oh boy. It's all in Dreadwood. Nice. Up, 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 up. Up. Not bad. I might get some bleed here, but did pretty good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely get some bleed here. Not bad though. You see that? He got like spawned and he went over and he's like, oh crap, go back. All right. My little buddies, what are we doing here? We're probably gonna go, I'm definitely feeling this path. Now that I have like the Blight Cleansings I want, I'm moving this guy out again. That's gonna be my rule. Like, I need to get him out of the way. I need to allow myself some concessions here because I'm literally just trying to use Basic Seeds and Dreadwood for damage. But that'll let me put, as long as I clear the path, I can go here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do one better because that's an open spot. Do that. Oh, I need to clear that up. Hold on. Go that. That. If I can do a Blight Cleansing down there, that'd be really nice. Okay, I'll take that one. Is that worth it? Because I can just do one here. So it's kind of the same difference. Oh, I can't do that one. Okay, so that's definitely worth it. Right, boom. That'll buy me one extra. I could do like down here. That would be really nice. I'm banking on Dreadwood getting most of the damage out. But if I can, because it's going to take them a while to get down here. By the time they get down here, I can really just try to minimize the damage bleed here. Definitely do a Radiance on this. I think the triple damage threshold would probably be good because you could probably two-shot some of the guys. And then, yeah, I think this will be about as good as I can ask for. If I had a bit more energy, I would have probably cleared these and put guys here or down here. But I'm pretty happy with this setup here. So I'm going to get in position, and we're going to see what happens. I had to allow that to happen, but it didn't work out too well. I want to kill these guys because they do some serious damage to the, if you let them through. They'll do some serious damage to your setup. Now, I don't know if he's going to get through this guy's armor. It's going to be close. But I think he won't get past the 2 basic seeds if he gets past here. Nice. That worked out pretty well. Oh, cool. I didn't realize they added that. I asked for that in a previous playtest is the damage. Incurred 64. I mean, it's not great, but yeah, it's all right. All right, so Vortex? I think it's Vortex. Vortex would make more sense. All right, so definitely want to pick up. No! I think these are randomized, because last time I'm pretty sure I was able to get a Dreadwood here, and I don't have one. Man, I don't even want these guys. I'm not going to do Blast Work because it's damage, like his attack range. Because again, I think I really need to stick to like a rule of like, I got to put some of these guys down. Because my Dreadwood is 1 of the 9. So I'm just going to try to get them like out of the way. Which might be make for some awkward blight cleansings, but look. Ooh, I like that ice there. That's really cool. And I don't get it. I don't get it here. So what I'm gonna try to do is something like that, and then like I don't want, again, I'm trying not to like, I want to get some of these guys out, but not involved. So if I can. Yeah, I definitely need to like focus on getting some basic seeds down to help me out here, though. I think that's the main priority right now. I need some buddies. Back me up. Okay, I think this will be pretty good. I don't think we'll have any issues here, hopefully. Even without a Dreadwood, because it's not like heavily armored guys. That's why I really need Dreadwood's help. But these are just a bunch of... Crap, I shouldn't have jumped. I got a little nervous about that guy. It's alright. I think we'll be alright. Nice. Pretty good. Alright. No Dreadwood still, so that's where I'm like... Come on. If I have some extra energy, I will... It might just be like a ton of basic seeds. I want this guy to go on a circuit. I want to really make them pay. It's like, nope, you're going to go on a very long trip. Sorry. Not sorry. But you are not going there. Boom. So many. I'll do that. I don't know that companions actually do double damage. I think it's just the plants. That's really cool to see all them just like... Yeah, that was really good. But again, Armadons and Armor Swords are going to wreck... There he is, our buddy. Alright, so we're going to definitely need... I might put him towards the end because I want to get as much damage because he gets really powerful towards the end. So by default, he'll do double damage to enemies with 75% or less HP or triple damage with 50% or less. So if we can soften them up, great. We're not going to be really softening up the big guys a whole lot, but still, the shield drone's great. You know, remove the shields, do as much damage as we can. I also want them going through the ice. I think that'll be clutch. I think this will be the sweet spot for Dreadwood in helping soften things up. I definitely want to get a watering, and I definitely want to block this. And I want to be involved, so I'm going to put them over here. And let's definitely get them going through as much as possible, like that. Oh yeah, you better believe it. Radiance, absolutely. I'm gonna do +6 damage because again, they're gonna be pretty softened up, so this isn't really that important to me because no one's gonna be getting there. It just moves up the threshold for double damage, but they're gonna probably be pretty beat up by the time they get to him anyway. Maybe I could be wrong, but The 6 damage is really nice because it's like a pretty massive level up. Plus, it's double or triple that sometimes, so it's 12 to 18, so that's really nice. And then I'll do the second one right away. Would I care about this? Maybe. Some guys may not be so bruised up by the time they get there, so I'm going to do that one. I think this will be a really good spot for Gerbrew if I can swing it. Yep. Because Gerbrew will help soften them up, and it'll be slowed down. So I think this actually will go decently. Way better than previous times on this map. Which I think was just once, but... Wow. The Basic Seeds doing work. Wow, and even those guys are getting pretty softened up. This is actually going to go pretty decent. Now, there's a big swell coming in here, but I still feel pretty good. There is the big guy. I think it's an Armadon. I could probably bleed here, but still pretty darn good. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh, let's go. Yes. Dreadwood, my one guy. I really love more Dreadwoods, but I'm not getting that. So it's like, yeah, just creating a crazy path for... And I really would like to see some Blight Cleansings here. I didn't get that. But I might be able to do this and like make them kind of go wrap around. That could be a small victory there. Yep, that worked out really well, right? So I can do something like this. I got nothing else. I know they're Dreadwood, so it's all about... This could be good. Excellent. It's like making this as windy as possible. I think I'm going to do those two. Unless I have something better I can do, like maybe... That could work too. So I think for this round, do that. Next round, I'll boo 1, 2. So they'll have to wrap around. These guys will have to wrap around. So this is working out pretty well. It's still going to be pretty tough, I think, but ideally I could block. Oh, I could have. You know what I probably could have done is put a seed there, and that frees me from having to block this, because then I could have gone here. Gerbrew is only involved at the end, and I'm not crazy about that. But I kind of did that on myself. But I think this guy would be pretty clutch too, so I might eat it a little bit this round. I don't see any armored guys though, so I'm not overly concerned. The armored guys are what's pretty terrifying. Yeah, this is going pretty darn well. I think we'll be fine here. There's so many basic seeds. It's like that damage actually adds up. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think the basic seeds are going to be the MVP here just by sheer number. They're just outnumbering this guy, but he's still clutch. All right, so what I want to do is block this. So that is the last wave, just so that I can free Gerbrew up. Oh, he's still going there. I didn't think of that. Crap. All right, let me see what we can do about... I'm going to move Gerbrew. I don't want to get stuck. There's a bug right now that hurt me last time. So I'm going to do that. Boom. And then I'm free to put Gerbrew wherever the heck I want. Like, there's good. There's really good. I'm going to do another seed here. I definitely need to get a watering in. And maybe there. Oh, yeah, well, okay. Because I kind of want him to be involved. Yeah, I think that's pretty darn good. Let's do it. Oh, wow, I didn't realize he's coming out of there, but I got Dreadwood there, so I'm not really concerned. Oh, I gotta go help him out, though. That's a lot of stuff going through. Oh, boy. Oh, it's gonna get spicy. Come on, guys. Oh, yes. Yes, we did it. Wow. No damage on that. That's clutch, because now I can heal. Yes, I do want to get rid of him. This is nice. Even sometimes I've like on some of my speed runs, I just got rid of a guy because it's like I'm not going to use all 3 Aqua Ferns. So bye-bye. So we're going into the last round with 84. This will be clutch too. So if I'm going to be planting a ton of, not ton of, but I'm going to do the orange because I get 1 energy back after planting a Muscle Branch or Dreadwood. I'll be planting, if I get another Dreadwood here, I'll be planting 2 of them. Yes. Another one? I think it's one of each on this patch. But I have to take a couple others, unfortunately. I'm going to pick some with minimal range or effects. I can't use Tema because he'll actually, I think, help me if I plant him. I can't recall. With the new changes, he's got a decent range. I'll do Ice Thistle. Just kind of, again, I'm trying. This is going to be tough. Look at this. We got 11 plants and only 2 that I can use. So this is going to be tough. And I'd say I don't get them, right? Okay, I'm trying not to plant ones, but goodness, we'll have to see what happens here. This is going to be pretty tough. I think I really need to try to use that to my advantage. So if I can have these guys go through the magma, that would be nice. I think I could have them all go through the magma if I'm really deliberate in how I block this off. I could have them all go through the magma, except for this one. So, but I think that's going to be worth it because I'll have 2 of them going through magma. But I can't have all 3 go through magma, so I don't think it's physically possible. So that could be interesting, but I'm going to go with this. Because what I think I need to have happen is... Let me think for a second. I'm going to have him go, I think... 1. Yeah, I need to have them probably go down this way. I have to be careful of my pathing here. I did do like 1. Let me just try to do it with the gerber. 1, 2, 3, and then block 1, 2, 3. So they all go up this way. Just try not to do something that I regret. Okay. I could probably do that too. That's pretty cool. And if I can, for this wave, have them actually go through the magma, that would be pretty cool. But is it worth it? It's either like go through a bunch of basic seeds or go through magma. I can't remember what this does offhand. So I'm sure there's a better decision either way. I just don't know the DPS of this to make that determination. What if I have them go around this way? Maybe. That would be kind of cool. Like, do this. Yeah, but I need 1 more to have them go. Oh, that wouldn't make sense. They can't. That would never happen. So, you know what? I kind of like sacrificing the magma and just having them go through and just like sheer amounts of seeds smacking them, I think is the name of the game here. I'll go up here. Yeah, that's probably as best as I can ask for. And I'll do this so that I can just stay here and have 4. But I'll start here. Pretty good so far. Wow, nice. Basic Seeds really, the damage really adds up. It's impressive. Because like, otherwise I could have done like a planting and then a watering. So instead of 4 basic seeds, I would have 1 like battle plant. So it's a pretty interesting trade-off. I mean, I think these guys really scale over time. But a bunch of basic seeds like isn't bad. I really wanted something here. Worst case scenario, I do like this. But I really want to go like, what I do, like these 3. But they're not giving me any cleansings. 0 cleansings. I may like... I do have the thing where they do double damage near here, so if there was a cleansing here, I might take that, but... I still don't have my buddy, Dreadwood, which is concerning. Very concerning to me. I think this will be a clutch. Wow, that's a really cool cleansing. That will help me out later. Now I have a clutch spot. I'm going to move this guy away again because there's a bug there where he gets stuck. But this will be, I think, pretty clutch. 1, 2, that's it. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm short 1. No, I'm not. Because if I do that and that, I think we're good. Now, Gerber is not in a great spot. But we're getting them through magma, which I think is going to be... And he's in a decent spot. He has 3. He has exposure to 3. So it ain't half bad. I would love to plant stinking guy, but I can't. I'm gonna probably put Aquafern down. He's gonna be technically be interfering there, which so I can't. But I could spend the last 2 just to like put something down here, just to like give my Dreadwood a chance. I need Dreadwood. I need at least one of them, so I'm gonna do that. So Night Lily's here, won't be involved, but it gives me a chance, a slightly better chance of getting my stinking Dreadwoods to show up. I really need them next round. There's going to be some armored guys showing up at some point, and they are not going to be friendly. This will go decently. I might incur a hit, but there's a lot of basic seeds. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Wow. Yeah, they're not even getting that close. Excellent. This is where it gets a little crazy, though, because it's going to be coming in both sides. All right. Clutch. Now, okay, I still have a round where there's no big guys, but I know that all the armored guys come in on the right in this level. So if I can do something, like maximize Dreadwood exposure is the name of the game here. So I need to think really strategically about where I put him. I think that if I do something like this, depending on how Blight Cleansings go down here, it could be very powerful. So let me think for a bit here. I have 7. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could do... Again, Aquafern is nice to block there. That would save me a little bit, but they'll technically contribute to the battle, which I don't want for my challenge here. So I think what I'm going to do is that. I actually will be a little methodical with my watering because I probably want another Dreadwood over here. Right, so what I'm planning to do... If I can just keep him here, great. But I don't know that I'll be able to. I definitely want to water, so I'm gonna do that now. I need to get him started, and I need to do the Radiance. I think he'll be really powerful here. I might not be opposed to that here, right? I think that'll be really cool to see. Especially now I'm getting watering. He'll be level 5 by the end. The question is, well, I think I'm losing out on the fact that like these guys are not really that involved. So I think that's way more worth it than being there. And I'm pretty happy with that. It'd be cool to have 1 more energy, but then they actually might go around this way. So I think this is about as good as I can ask for. The question is, where do I start? Like, I probably want to start here to help Dreadwood, because I don't think he's going to be strong, but he won't be attacking that fast. Oh, man, but there's a big guy over there. I probably need to go help out. Soften that up. Yeah, for sure. You come back over, come back over. There's too many shields there. Come back over. Okay. Yeah, that hurts a bit, but that's a pretty rough round, but it's all right. Ooh, that's a nice Blight Cleansing. Like, I'll probably clear up something here. I want them to... It's all on the right-hand side. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I still don't have my other guy. I'm pretty bummed about that, frankly, but that's a really cool setup. I can frankly do that. I would have loved another Dreadwood, but that cleansing was really nice. Pretty happy about that. If I can add some blockage here, I'm going to need that for next round. Again, I'd love them to all be going through the magma. Nothing there, and that could be risky. It could block. So I don't think it's worth it this round. And I'll probably wait for... I have a Blight Cleansing there, which is risky. Right? Because it could foil something here. It could add a boulder. But I think it's worth it. Oh, that's so good. So next round, I can see that. So this wave is... This lineup is so perfect. Like the pathing. And then Gerber can fully devote himself over here. I do want one of these to be open so that these guys go through the magma. I'll have to see where the Blight Cleansings land. But for this round, I'm all about over here. Haha, that's cool. That's really cool. because Gerber is going to soften them up. And then we got Dreadwood sweeping. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do. So let's do it. Still got, oh my goodness, 3 waves after this, so it's going to get really close, I think. This is, look at these guys. There's so much. The Dreadwood's there to really, so clutch. So you can actually clean up. Look at that. I mean, this guy's coming in at 40 before he even gets to that. He just, oh man. Oh, it's so good. I love Dreadwood. Yes. Still don't have them. I'm looking for my second one, and they're not giving it to me, so I really have to. Again, if I can put some plants down where they're not involved, I will, but that takes energy, right? So I think the name of the game right now is, ooh, I want to get some cleansing here. There's a possibility this one will clear that up, but this could be a risk, right? It could put a rock there, and then they have to go through there, which I'm not crazy about. I wouldn't be opposed to putting one here, because again, like the highlighted tile will definitely clear. Well, then in that case, maybe that would be okay, because this will definitely clear. So maybe a rock goes here, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not that sad about that, because I can still go here. Let's go for it. Okay. I didn't get exactly what I wanted there. I didn't cleanse, but did it clear this one? Oh, I think it did. So I can go 1, 2, 3. Come on. Hey, hey. Okay, I didn't get my second Dreadwood, but that is juicy. And I still have enough for watering, because I want to water this guy to get him to max level. Wow. All things considered, that came out pretty darn great. Okay. You're on your own there, Dreadwood. I have to seal this up, because I think the magma damage is going to be really nice to have. So I think we just got to lean on Dreadwood to do the best he can. There's 2 points here, 2 sources. So this, just from a volume perspective, going to be more enemies on the left. So Dreadwood's on his own there, but I'm not too concerned. There's kind of big bulky guys. A lot of stuff going on the left, but yeah, I think we might come out unscathed here. Yeah. Oh, these guys, double splines might cause some grief. Nope. That's a solid wave right there. Wow, that worked out really good. I'd love to get my second Dreadwood to really just make this impassable, but they're not really giving us that, so. All right. I mean, not too shabby. The name of the game, I think, here is just boostering. If I can clear this up, that's a risk. Again, these are risky, but I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go over here. Again, keep Gerber out of the mix there. He doesn't get stuck. Let's go for it. Nice. That's nice. 1 extra spot there we bought, and we cleared this up. So while normally I could have them kind of like, I could put Gerber here, I don't think that's, I think it's more helpful to have all of this bolstered up. And then I might be on the right side to actually help out over there. Well, so, because these guys have a pretty short distance, and they're not going through magma, so if I can do boom. I gotta be a little careful here, though. I might actually want to do this. It's kind of a mix where Gerber's involved pretty heavily, because I'm a little concerned about these guys, frankly. And I feel I have pretty high confidence in Dreadwood to like clean house over there. What is upper left? Sorry, upper right. Shield drones. I think that the basic seeds are going to help clear out shields, by and large. So I'll probably do that, and I'll do that. I don't think I've ever had 8 radiance. Trust me, the other Dreadwood would love to have it, but I have not been given that opportunity. I don't actually need this here anymore, so I might do... Well, no, I was thinking of going there, but I don't think it's worth it. These guys are going to go through a real tough trek. I'm not worried at all about this one. They have to go through all these basic seeds and go through Vagabond and then go through what these guys are. These guys will probably give me the most grief. I think the right-hand side will be pretty decent. So I'd say I'm probably going to keep... I'll start Gerber here, and I'll probably bring him over here for the rest of the map. Just to help out a little bit in the beginning. Oh wow, they're actually doing pretty good on the left, so I'll stay here as long as I can. He's got to come over. Help out. Perfect. I think that was a good time to transition. Yeah, and the right-hand side's looking easy, so I'm going to stay over here now. Very nice. Okay, so that's another round of no problems. Yeah. Wow, that actually worked out really well. Did he not get burned? He might just wore off really fast. All right, so there. Hey, look at that. Ready for some action. All right, so let's get. I think this is a really nice spot, and it's gonna help out because they're both open now. So we're gonna do definitely a watering. Let's put it in the middle. Why not? This guy's already 5, but a little extra water won't hurt him. Actually, would be kind of cool is to switch because this guy's double damage threshold, which isn't that helpful. So I'll probably put this guy. I'm gonna do a little switcheroo here. It's a little expensive, but I think it's why not? It's like the best way to maximize. It's a pretty expensive movement, but he's the one that has the double damage at less than 100%. These guys will help buffer and soften them up, so he'll be really maximized, and then it lets me do on this one plus 6 damage and the scare, because I don't really care. Well, the triple damage threshold could be pretty cool, but I think the scare will be kind of nice because he'll actually backpedal into the other one. That would be cool. So I think that's a pretty cool strategic use of as best as I can the 2 Dreadwood I have. All 3 coming in here, so I'm probably gonna keep this guy here. This guy being available now, while he's only level 2, gonna be level 2. I think still pretty cool, pretty helpful. I might actually let Gerber stay over here. I'm gonna do this and that. So this, I think we're actually gonna come out of this. Maybe even unscathed, I dare say. Oh, it's gonna be a little spicy on the left there. There's those. Oh, come on! I think I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah, but he's gotta survive. Oh man, that was tough. You know what? I didn't realize how many big guys there were on this left side. I probably would have put a Dreadwood over here. I didn't really read the footnotes there, but so if there's one thing I would have done differently, I probably would have put actually one of the Dreadwood over here to help out with some of the muscle there, because I needed some heavy damage there, but we did it. We achieved the mission. I think I had only planted, I planted a Night Lily just to like increase the odds of Dreadwood, and I think in the first level I planted an Aquafern to move a basic seed. But yeah, that was, I think, largely my goal there was plants doing damage with just basic seeds and Dreadwood, and then obviously your companion. So that was fun. I think that's a fun challenge. I think, I don't know, when there's so many choices, I feel like it's almost too much, I dare say. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy if there's runs where you're limited to like what you can actually use. And you're really forced to think like deeply about the pathing. I love doing the pathing. But I feel like I have like 10 plants at my disposal, and it sometimes makes the pathing seem less important. Like, oh, here's just my Thorny, my level 5 Thorny with extra attack speed and damage and whatever. And he's just beast. I might do a PruneRun like that, where it's just like single Thorny, because they're incredibly powerful and they're like maxed out. When I have that times like all my choices, I think it's a bit much. It's almost like a paralyzation of going to like a diner and there's like a 10-page menu and you're like, that's just a lot. Whereas there's a burger joint I went to recently, a new place, and it's like they just do sandwiches and burgers, and they're fantastic, and they do that one thing really good. So I know that the game is still super early. This is just a play test, but it's, you know, we're able to explore all the different plants and stuff. But I think that'll be I think what's really cool is the team is planting, no pun intended, but they're planting a bunch of different seeds of like, okay, here's like a really foundational structure to the game, and here's all of the different variables. But I think they're going to start introducing other things, or at least they have the opportunity to, or maybe you have two Everright harvesters that you're protecting, or maybe you have two companions, or maybe in this run you only have dark creepers available to you in your companions, and like having to play with like the constraints, I think is what makes things very interesting. It's kind of like music where you only have so many notes you can play. I mean, it's Western music and Eastern music, but at least in the Western music you only have so many notes. Like you're not going to play something between this frequency and this frequency, because you have your F note and your G note. You can play an F sharp, but you're not going to play something between F sharp and G. You know, I think there are like 12, like we have a 12 note scale, but Eastern music, I think there can be experimentation with different scales. But my point is that, you know, you can, there's something in music where you have constraints. Maybe only certain instruments. If you have too many instruments going on, or they're just not in good harmony, it's like there's too much noise. Whereas I think some really well-produced songs really have minimal instrumentation, but they really, like, each instrument has its own space in the frequency spectrum of our ears of what we can hear, from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So I think what this team's doing is going to be really cool, because it's like, here's a lot of stuff right now, and it's sometimes a little daunting. But I think there'll be certain runs where you're limited, and it's going to force you to really explore a certain plant and understand its strengths and weaknesses. But anyway, it's a bit of a rant, but just what was on top of my mind. But this is quite why I kind of like to do these PruneRuns, because it forces me to I'm self-imposing constraints to really feel out where a particular plant's strengths lie. But anyway, I'll end it at that. Hope you enjoyed. I will, if I get some time, I'll do some other interesting runs where I explore some of the other plants. I think I'd want to do one with I think it's called the magma crawler or whatever, the magma plant, because I haven't really used that one a whole lot. And I think when you use a single plant, it's like, oh wow, you really have to understand and get a sense of its DPS in the enemies that it is strong against and weak against. But anyway, thanks for watching.